James Bond nail art tutorial by Hotpinkzebrapolish. Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be showing you a James Bond themed nail art tutorial because we are hosting a James Bond themed party, which is why I made that cake. And this is...
The name's Mallet. Terrell Mallet. Well, actually that doesn't have the same ring as Bond, but we'll go with it. So
I hope you guys like this video, and don't forget to click subscribe to see all my future videos as well. So I'm going to begin on my thumb, middle, and pinky and paint 2 coats of this gorgeous, slightly holographic silver glitter. And like I said, absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. And then I'm going to put on a layer of matte top coat and then start painting the design. So with my thumb, I'm going to begin with a silhouette of James Bond. Now if you're curious as to why I put the layer of matte top coat on before I started painting, if your gel has a tacky layer on it, you can put acrylic paint on there and you can top coat it and it'll last you about 2 days. And then the acrylic paint does not like to stick to that tacky layer and it will flake off and disappear. But if you put something matte on top of it, that will give enough gription that the acrylic paint is going to stay and it's going to last the length of the gel manicure. The other thing that you can do is you can put a layer of glossy gel top coat on top of there, and then take a buffer block or a file or something and then just kind of dull it, mat it up, scratch it a little bit. Once again, the acrylic paint doesn't really like to stick to the really shiny gel top coat. So if you add a little scuff marks to it, then it's going to last much better. So I'm working on my silhouette here with black paint. I just started in one place and kind of worked my way along. If you had painted your nails white and then done the black silhouette, you could have gone through and done little touch-ups if you needed to with white paint just to fix up areas here and there. I had that silver background, so I just made sure it was good on one go. So then on my index nail, I'm going to be painting 2 coats of this really pretty black glittery, black and silver glitter. After that 2 coats is on, I'm going to apply that matte top coat. Once again, this is all gel. And then I'm going to be taking and I'm going to be writing 007. So I'm going to start with the 7. And because past the 7, there's that little gun logo line thing, I'm going to make sure that my 7 is just a little bit past center because I need to make sure I leave enough space for the 2 O's and for the little gun. So you kind of have to map it out in your brain, but starting with the 7's a pretty good balancing just to make sure that you do have enough room to get everything on there. And I also want it to be extremely large on the nail. I want it to pretty much fill in all of the space. So you kind of have to play around with it and make sure that you are painting it the right size. So then after all of that's done in white, I'm going to go through and I'm going to start and just do a little bit of a black outline. The reason I'm doing a black outline even though the nail is black is because it's got all that glitter in there, and this really made the 007 pop out. Otherwise I felt like the white paint kind of, not that it got lost, but it didn't show up nearly as vividly as I wanted it to. So I just did an outline just to make sure that this really showed up nice and bright and intense, and you're not going to miss it that way. So then on the middle nail, I'm going to start doing that. Now, I don't know what this is. Maybe somebody can help me. I tried to Google it. I tried asking. I don't know, but it's like where all the little swirls, it reminds me of a shutter, like a shutter coming together. Well, I'm going to do that on the middle nail. So I'm going to start just do all those black lines. Once I have them where they all kind of reach the center and they kind of curve out, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to thicken them up so that basically what you're left with is little silver outlines that stick out and show between them. So I'm going to be doing that. So I'm just going to kind of go back and forth and thicken them up here and there and sort of fix them. And if you just do them with a really thin line in the beginning, it's easy to widen them to fit the space, if that makes sense. I hope it does. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just going through and widening them to fit the space. Same thing, if you had done this with a white nail and then done the black on top of it, then you would be able to touch it up with white paint if that became necessary. But that silver glitter showing through there looks phenomenal. So if you think you can handle it, I definitely recommend that. Then on the pinky nail, once again, this one has that silver background with the matte top coat. Then I'm going to be taking and I'm going to be doing the suits of cards. So I'm going to start with a diamond and a heart with red. Now you could have outlined these if you wanted to make the red show up a little bit better. I kind of liked it where it was a little bit more subtle and not outlined. I decided to leave it that way. Up to you guys. So diamond, heart, then I'm going to be doing a spade and a club in the opposite corners. Now to start the spade, it's basically an upside down heart, which is so easy to do once you got that part down. Then you just add the little stem to it. And then for the club, it's just 3 little circles, and then once again you add a stem to it. These doing these suits is so simple once you kind of have it because it's very basic shapes that you just put together. And so then I was going to take my one diamond. The diamond didn't look a little short, so I just lengthened it. Then on the ring nail, I'm going to begin with a very glittery red. So I don't know if you get this, but my theme with this is glitter. When I was doing James Bond nails, I needed to glitz it up a little bit, and so I decided glitter in general was going to be my background theme. Instead of just doing red or white or black in the background, I wanted it to definitely be a little bit more glamorous. So then after that's cured, I'm going to be attaching a little gun stud with some clear builder gel. So I'm just going to attach that little gun in there. And now I don't know if you guys remember this at all, but when I got these gun studs probably close to a year ago, it was right after Halloween last year, I was thinking to myself, I don't know if I'm ever going to use these, because I don't even know why I wanted them in the first place. Why did I get these? Because I don't like guns. Well, I found a use for them, and I'm feeling pretty proud about that, because I finally got to use something that was in my nail kit that I'm looking at and thinking I'm never going to use. So I hope you guys like this design, and please share any recreations with me on Facebook or Instagram. I would love to see them, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!